Love. First, love yourself and watch. Today, tomorrow, always. Create loving energy around yourself. Love your body. Love your mind. Love your whole mechanism, your whole organism. By love is meant, accept it as it is. Don't try to repress. We repress only when we hate something. We repress only when we are against something. Don't repress, because if you repress, how are you going to watch? And we cannot look eye to eye at the enemy. We can look only in the eyes of our beloved. If you are not a lover of yourself, you will not be able to look into your own eyes, into your own face, into your own reality. Watching is meditation. Buddha's name for meditation. Watch is Buddha's watchword. He says, be aware, be alert, don't be unconscious. Don't behave in a sleepy way. Don't go on functioning like a machine, like a robot. That's how people are functioning. Here's a quote / a story. Mike had just moved into his apartment and decided he should get acquainted with his cross-the-hall neighbor. When the door was opened, he was delightfully surprised to see a beautiful, long, blonde woman bulging out of a skimpy see-through lingerie. Mike looked her squarely in the eyes and ad-libbed, "Hi, I am your new sugar across the hall. Can I borrow a cup of neighbor?" The end of the story. People are living unconsciously. They are not aware of what they are saying, what they are doing. They are not watchful. People go on guessing, not seeing. They don't have any insight. They can't have. Insight arises only through great watchfulness. Then you can see even with closed eyes. Right now, you can't see even with open eyes. Right now, you can't see even with open eyes. You guess, you infer, you impose, you project. Here is another story. Grace lay on the psychiatrist's couch. The psychiatrist said, "Close your eyes and relax, and I will try an experiment." He took a leather key case from his pocket, flipped it open, and shook the keys. "What did that sound remind you of?" he asked. "Sex," she whispered. Then he closed his key case and touched it to the girl's upturned palm. Her body stiffened. "And that?" asked the psychiatrist. "Sex," Grace murmured nervously. "Now, open your eyes," instructed the doctor, "and tell me why what I did was sexually evocative to you." Hesitantly, her eyelids flickered open. Grace saw the key case in the psychiatrist's hand and blushed scarlet. "Well, to begin with," she stuttered, "I thought that first sound was your zipper opening." The end of the story. Your mind is constantly projecting itself. Your mind is constantly inferring with reality, giving it a color, shape, and form that are not its own. Your mind never allows you to see that which is. It allows you to see only that which it wants to see. Scientists used to think that our eyes, ears, nose, and our other senses and the mind were nothing but openings to reality, bridges to reality. But now the whole understanding has changed. Now they say our senses and the mind are not really openings to reality, but guards against it. Only 2% of reality ever gets through these guards into you. 98% of reality is kept outside. And the 2% that reaches you and your being is no longer the same. It has to pass through so many barriers. It has to conform to so many mind things that by the time it reaches you, it is no longer itself. Meditation means putting the mind aside so that it no longer interferes with reality, and you can see things as they are. Why does the mind interfere at all? Because the mind is created by society. It is society's agent within you. It is not in your service, remember. It is your mind, but it is not in your service. It is in a conspiracy against you. It has been conditioned by society. Society has implanted many things in it. It is your mind, but it no longer functions as a servant to you. It functions as a servant to society. If you are a Christian, then it functions as an agent of the Christian church. If you are a Hindu, then your mind is Hindu. If you are a Buddhist, your mind is Buddhist. And reality is neither Christian, nor Hindu, nor Buddhist. Reality is simply as it is. You have to put these minds aside. The communist mind, the fascist mind, the Catholic mind, the Protestant mind. There are 3,000 religions on the earth. Big religions and small religions, and very small sects and sect within sect. 3,000 in all. So there exist 3,000 minds, types of mind, and reality is one, and existence is one, and truth is one. Meditation means put the mind aside and watch. The first step, love yourself, will help you tremendously. By loving yourself, you will have destroyed much that society has implanted within you. You will have become freer from the society and its conditioning. And the second step is watch. Just watch. Buddha does not say what has to be watched. Everything. Walking, watch your walking. Eating, watch your eating. Taking a shower, watch the water. The cold water falling on you and the touch of the water. The coldness, the shiver that goes through your spine. Watch everything. Today, tomorrow, always. A moment finally comes when you can watch even your sleep. This is the ultimate in watching. The body goes to sleep and there is still a watcher awake, silently watching the body falling asleep. That is the ultimate. That is the ultimate in watching. Right now, just the opposite is the case. Your body is awake, but you are asleep. Then you will be awake, and your body will be asleep. The body needs rest, but your consciousness needs no sleep. Your consciousness is consciousness. It is alertness. That is its very nature. The body tires because the body lives under the law of gravitation. It is gravitation that makes you tired. That is why running fast, you will be tired soon. Going upstairs, you will be tired soon because the gravitation pulls you downward. In fact, to stand is tiring. To sit is tiring. When you lie down flat, horizontal, only then is there a little rest for the body, because now you are in tune with the law of gravitation. When you are standing vertical, you are going against the law. The blood is going upward the head against the law. The heart has to pump hard. But consciousness does not function under the law of gravitation. Hence, it never gets tired. Gravitation has no power over consciousness. It is not a rock. It has no weight. It functions under a totally different law, the law of grace, or as it is known in the East, the law of levitation. Gravitation means pulling downward. Levitation means pulling upward. The body is continuously being pulled downward. That's why finally it will have to lie down in the grave. That will be the real rest for it. Dust unto dust. The body has returned back to its source. The turmoil has ceased. Now there is no conflict. The atoms of your body will have real rest only in the grave. The soul soars higher and higher. As you become more watchful, you start having wings. Then the whole sky is yours. Human being is a meeting of the earth and the sky, of body and soul. Thank you for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye.